let's go fishing. You know it's really great, let's go fishing. In the rivers and on the lakes, let's go fishing. It's easy when you try, floating on the water with good old Steve and Mike. Floating on the water with good old Steve and Mike.
Good evening, folks. Welcome to the Let's Go Fishing show, and we're just tickled to death to be here.
Guarantee you that.
We really are. Mike and I had talked this thing over through the winter, and this, that, and the other, and Mike's retired, and I'm semi-retired, and we figured that we better get back on the show, and Brad's took us in, and he and Chandler, and we're appreciative of that, and hey, just bear with us tonight. We got a lot of people we'd like to say hello to, and got some fishing film, and I hope it's playable back. Chandler and Brad's working on it, so we hope to be back, here in a little bit with some film, but we want to just say hello to all you folks, and if you're watching the show and you think your friend or neighbor is not watching, give them a call and let them know we're on.
Yeah.
So for sure, but we are happy to be here. We had a run there. Shucks, I don't know, maybe 10 or 11 years. Brad, he'll know more than I will, but we were I thought we just had the best thing going, and we tried to make the fishing for everybody, and if we knew something that we hadn't passed along, well, we made sure we got it put out. It's like the death of the fish on North Lake right now. How deep are they, Mike?
Oh, somewhere 15 to 25.
Okay, there you go. So if you're throwing up against the bank, you may be slow going.
Yeah.
But we are finding our fish out there in that 15 to 20, or 20, 25 foot of water, and most of them in between the 15 and 20. But the hot weather has an effect. It puts them deeper, and willow flies are hatching like crazy.
Yeah, they're trying to come on with it.
Yeah. So there's a lot of things that we like to do, and I really want to thank IUOE, which is our people that's in our union hall, and they stepped up and got us back on the air here. We're real thankful for that, and then also Edgemore Outdoors. We've never wavered from those two, and we're not going to. We're going to stay right here with them. Edgemore's got. Heck, they got the best fishing tackle store around that I know of. That's close,
Yeah.
So talked to Vance and about that a couple of weeks ago, and we're just hoping that they'll stick with us and help us keep the show going and that kind of thing. So don't forget, that's Edgemore Outdoors. Make sure you run over there and buy your tackle.
Yeah.
But this thing is, just bigger than us. I mean, it's, we just had a ball with it there for quite a while, and it got to be, heck, I was working 10 hours a day, 6 days a week, and trying to film and fish, and it was just a little more than I wanted to tackle at the time. So we're just looking forward to what we can do from this week on out and have a good time and catch a lot of fish, Mike.
Yeah. Tell them what their schedule's going to be there on that.
Well, as of right now, we'll be on the last Tuesday of every month till we decide that we need to do more or do less.
Yeah.
Okay, the last Tuesday of every month. Brad's been gracious to put us on here, and we're happy to be here, and so we want to keep you all tuning in. Bill, I hope you're listening, and I reminded him yesterday of our when we were supposed to be on and that kind of stuff. So I hope he's checking us out. Let's see, Mike. There's one other thing I had on my mind to mention, and it'll come to me here in a little bit, and we'll go from there. Have you guys in the back got us some film ready? Okay.
They're working.
Just go right ahead and continue to work, because we're working out here too. Everything's looking good. I will say this: we haven't ventured away from Norris in several weeks. We've been up there. Mike made a few trips bass fishing on Watts Bar, caught a few fish. And our nephew, Scotty Russell, made 2 or 3 good trips down there back a month or so ago, but hadn't been on there. I hadn't been a couple of trips down there, and caught some small fish on a spinnerbait in shallow water, heck, in 2 foot of water, and caught a couple of good fish in 2 foot of water. On a spinnerbait and that kind of thing, but once we got situated, why we started fishing Norris, and so once we start up there, it's hard to quit. We just keep on doing it. Pretty much every weekend that we can get a day off, why. We're up there fishing, of the night under the black lights, and it's the big thing is that, Mike, and we've talked about it before, is hey, after 10, 11 o'clock, everybody's gone except us, pretty much. There's a few fishermen out there, but there's no great number of them, and 11 o'clock, you can just about fish anywhere you want to. And that's a big thing. So you've got 5-6 hours right there before daylight that, hey man, it's party time.
Yeah. I did get a report there from one of my buddies that went down to Chickamauga. Boy, his caught a couple of dandy fish, and they had a pretty good turnout on that Bassmaster thing they had down at Watts Bar. Mm-hmm. And I think Jeff told me that one of his buddies, Scott, there come in third in it, and was awful close to leading it there and stuff winning it. And heard that the crappie down on Watts Bar, it was 4 or 5 foot deep, back in the flats and stumps and stuff on minnows. But things are going to change as this heat starts building up. That water temperature up there at North, it was there 2 or 3 weeks ago where all this rain hit, was hitting 80, 81, and then it went back to 75, and then it started building back up, and last trip we was up there Saturday night, I was reading 79 again. So, but minnows, Lord have mercy, I never seen them like the minnows. Everywhere we went to the depth finder, we're just covered up with minnows.
Yeah.
So them fish ain't gonna have no problem eating up there. And I reckon watch bar's the same way. And, a lot of you talk about them schools of minnows down there.
Mm-hmm. Well, we know there's always been a lot of shad bait fishing in Watch Bar. Heck, they come down the river, and just thousands and thousands of them. And
I think that milfoil coming back has got a lot to do with Watch Bar picking up as far as the minnows. At North was way down on the shad population up there, and it's really come back in the last 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, I think so too, Mike. See, I had a thought there while you were talking about those minnows. The big thing about the milfoil, it lets the fry get just a little bit bigger before they get all out there and get gathered up in the middle of the river and swim downstream. When we were kids, Dad had that old plywood boat and that 10 horsepower Mercury, and we'd go down and put in, the boat was there at Cooper's Island, and we would get in the boat and go down to the lake fishing. So see who we got. Did I get you? Hello, caller. Oh, well, thank you. Okay, then, that's good. You watching this show on TV? I love you. Yeah. All right, we'll see you later. Bye. All right. All righty, we're ready for some film. I think that would be real good.
Got him on there now?
Yeah, it says recording.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got him, that's good.
Huh?
If you got him on the screen, Eddie, you got his picture?
Yeah, I got his picture.
He throwed my dang chunk off.
Did he?
Yeah.
Well.
Silly rascal. With a little old smallmouth, about 13, 14 inches long.
Yeah.
We'll put him back and let him grow up and be a big one. That was on the black with a touch of red.
Was it?
Yeah. Yeah.
What I do, just close this up now.
Push it again.
Okay, Gary's finally got hold of him one there. Put him in the boat, he's missed a dozen. And,
Where you at, Hook?
got him on the
Red bug.
red and black brush hog.
No, on that red bug centipede.
On a centipede, that red bug. Need a nose or something?
I probably will, Mike.
Well, we'll get him unhooked here and get him back in the water. No, I won't. All right, yeah, you got another one there. See on that centipede?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a real nice one. Real nice fish right there. Yeah, he's close to 18 inches. He might even make 18. He's going to jump back in the water though if you don't watch him.
I got a death hold on him.
Yeah, a death hold on him, huh? Well, that's a real nice one right there.
Yeah, that's a pretty smallmouth, boy.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Thank you, buddy.
All right. We'll get back there. That's on that red.
That's on my little centipede.
On that centipede. That red bug. All right. All right. You can see what little bit of moon we got there picked through every once in a while. Clouds kind of keeping it covered up. Things may get better for us.
All right. Finally got a hold of another one. Either jumping off or no strikes at all. I don't know. Barely had that in hook too. I think they're getting educated. What do you think?
I know they are.
Going black with that touch of red on it. You know, what's going on with them? They got me a dry spell there, that's for sure. The little quarter-ounce jig.
Okay, folks, I got Mike Russell here with me. He had him a good smallmouth. He missed one, and then he got a hold of another, and he jumped off on him. Right at the boat. He's fishing a watermelon in black, and I'm throwing watermelon red, and we're getting a few bites, but ain't burning them up. We've missed everything that's struck so far tonight, so we'll get back at it and see if we can catch a few of them. Shucks. All right, got it working now. Couldn't get the camera working there for a minute. Mike Russell, he found him another one there. Yeah, good smallmouth.
Yeah, but he's swallowed that hook.
Yeah. We'll try to get it out of him.
Yeah.
All right, that's a dandy. That real dandy.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, he's back at it here. He's throwing, like I say, he's throwing that watermelon in black. So anyway, we'll remember the sponsors and let's go fishing. Okay, folks. I finally, let me clear the dust. Out here. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Nice one there. Real nice one we got there. I'm going to throw him back in. Yeah. Well, he worked it over now, I'm telling you. Let's see him back in there and see if he'll make it good. He's going back there. See him there. Now he's taking off now.
Yep.
See him down in there. I believe he's going to be all right.
Yep. He's mad.
I never got that hook out of that son of a gun. All right, we'll throw it a while longer here and see if we can get another. All right, there's another nice smallmouth. Sure is, another real good one.
Mm-hmm.
Get him on that black with a touch of red to it.
Yep.
Well, they mean as can be, too. All right.
A lot of fun.
We'll get him back in the water and maybe we'll get one more. All right.
There he goes.
He's going.
All right, Mike, give us a little lowdown on what you and Gary was doing there.
Well, like I say, Gary, that's our uncle there that went up our with on Thursday night, and we missed quite a few fish there. Got several hits and stuff, and probably had 4 fish, I guess, headed to the boat, and they just come undone, you know, and same old stuff. And anyway, that was on Thursday night, and then I had my brother-in-law there, Mike Russell, with me on Saturday night, and we caught a few fish and lost a few fish. Same way, I guess we may have caught 5, at least 6, I think, out there, and they seemed funny there that the moon was on Thursday night there, covering up. It'd come out for a little while, and then it'd go back, cloud covered up again, and like a peekaboo deal there. He was, Gary there, he was catching some on that centipede, and red with the green glitter in it, and we rode around there on Saturday night, and it's clear, and we got started off there and fished 2 places, and then probably didn't have a bite at all. counted, and I think maybe some red eye or something, but then we got on another place there, and that moon was out, and we changed up baits and everything, and went to that black with that little bit of watermelon, and Mike caught a few fish there on that, and then we went to another spot and caught a couple of more, done pretty good there, and missed a few again. And that moon went down, and man, I'll tell you what, we fished hard for the next couple of hours and changing baits and swapping around, but I don't know, they just didn't seem like they wanted to bite anymore after that moon went down. And, tried steeper banks and shallow banks, and still holding around 25 foot, and we tried some points and some humps, and we say all just a little too deep right now, but I don't know, it just seemed like they didn't want to bite at all when that moon went down. I figured that they'd really get aggressive when that moon went down, but they didn't do it. They just, that last place we fished up through there, I guess it was probably come up about 15 foot, and we fished, I guess, 50 yards or more of it, and just thinking for sure we'd get a bite there on it, but didn't. Water temperature, like I say, was bumping 80, 78, 79, and stuff in the minnows. Like I was saying before, man, I tell you what, I never seen like the minnows, and underneath all four of the lights, they were just so many dang pinheads your light wouldn't hardly penetrate down in the water. Just them little bitty tiny pinheads, probably wasn't a quarter-inch long. That lake just seems to be full of them, so they've had some good hatches. I don't know whether they're all smallmouth or shad or what they are, but they sure is an abundance of them up there, I can say that for. I'm looking forward to fishing this weekend, but it looks like it may rain on us some.
Well, that's no jinx us, Mike. Jinx us right off the get-go.
30 and 40% rain, but they was talking about the heat coming in here, and it raining late of the evening there, so, that was before. When it get like that, you'd have them thunderstorms come in 6, 7, 8 o'clock or something like that, and then they'd finally calm down, and you could fish a little bit. We've had to sit on the ramp there in the parking lot for an hour or so, let them storms pass on through.
Yeah.
Stuff. So hopefully things will get better this weekend. That moon, but get that moon out and going on a little bit, I think that'll help a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
I think there's a good possibility you may be right, Mike.
I think you done a little bit better than what we done.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Want to say hello to Jeff Parrott and his brother.
Yeah.
Jeff, appreciate you and your brother, man. Jeff was one of the guys I talked with there about getting back on the show, and so sounds good. Sounds good. We're moving right along. Chandler, you got any more fishing film? Yes. All right, pour it to it.
All right, folks. Bill talked to us. Hey, I said hello, folks. Old Bill, it's old buddy Bill Nichols here. Out here with Steve and Buddy. They better look out tonight. I ain't been fishing very much here in a long time, and I just know that me and Steve is going to burn them up.
That's exactly right, Bill. We're going to get after them. I
hope
Yes, sir.
things is just right. I'm telling you, for sure. All righty, folks. We're going to get back at it here and get our baits and rods out and see if we can't come up with something down here, Bill.
Yes, sir, old buddy. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I am too,
I'm just thrilled to death to be able to get out here.
I'm 100% with you, Bill, for sure. All right, folks, we hope to see y'all soon on the TV show. I just got to take the time to set up something with Brad and try to get back on the TV. So
Yes, sir, right.
stay tuned, and we're going to try to catch a few. All right, folks, I want you to look there what a net full of. Me and Bill both had one on, and I thought they all netted them both at the same time.
Yes, sir.
And got two dandies, Bill. Two dandies.
Cracker Jacks now, so
Yeah,
they really are.
I mean, them's dandies. But.
Yeah.
All right, we're going back in the water with them, try to get a couple more here.
Yes, sir. I believe we're in them.
I believe we're in them, Bill. All right, folks. Me and old Bill's back up here on North again.
Oh, son, we're back up here after them biggins again.
Yeah, boy, that's right, Bill. We had a pretty good trip
Last Friday night.
Yeah, sure was,
Yeah, we
Bill.
did.
Yeah, there ain't no doubt about it. We sure did.
We put two good ones in the boat.
Yeah, we did that, that's for sure. Something you had one on now, we had them doubled up in the dip, that Bill.
Yeah.
Sure did, old
Yeah, sure did, old buddy. Yeah. But we're back up here to put them back in the boat tonight and put them back in the lake and come back tomorrow night and see if we can get them again.
That's exactly right, Bill. Exactly right. We've got things lined up here, got a little couple of days off, and we're going to see what we can do with them. Got a little nippy air, Bill.
Yeah,
It was hot up here last weekend. Now it's a little cool tonight.
Yeah. If I'd have known this before I left, I'd have had my britches on.
I heard that.
I got them here, though. I'll be putting them on here in a minute.
That'll be good. All right. Look, we're going to get Bill's britches and my jacket on and get started, Bill.
Yeah, buddy. Okay, son.
All right,
ready.
folks. Good to see y'all. There we go. All right, folks. I'm out here on North with. All right, Mike, did you get him?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
That's good. Got a good picture of him.
Yeah.
Pretty nice fish right there. He ain't no monster by no means, but he's nice. There he goes. All right,
I got it.
number 3.
It is small.
Small fish, yeah.
Smallmouth.
There he goes.
I got it.
Good?
Yep. Recording.
That's a little. We'll take him. I got to eat. Got him on film, Mikey?
Yep.
All right. One healthy looking fish. All right. Got a good picture on him, good light.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. All right, folks. I got Mikey up here with me on Friday night. We're going to get the fish in here close and see if we can catch a couple. Looks like the water's come up some with all that rain we had. So remember our sponsors, and we'll address them Tuesday night and go from there. All right, Mikey, get your rods ready. Got it on?
Yep.
All right, there's our first fish for the evening, folks. We'll get back at it and get another one. All right. Missed one back there a minute ago. That's the second one in the box, in the boat. But we got a good walleye, dandy walleye in the live well.
All right, we get him back in the water and get another. I got him hooked good, Mikey.
Yep.
Right through the nose. Come on. Hook. Yeah. Go. Got a good picture?
Yep.
All right. There we go. Got a good picture?
Yep.
Is that 4?
4.
4 or 5?
4.
Got him?
Yep.
It's a small one. They eat too. All right, that's number 5. And we've missed 3. So we just barely are back.
There's the walleye Steve caught. Pretty good size. Good pick.
You're gonna lose your rod. Got a good picture?
Yeah.
Here we go. All right, our old Mikey is with a good fish now. Dandy. That's a good one, Mikey. Back in the water with him. Good fish. All right. Get the... Oh, he swallowed that thing. Yeah. Come out of there.
Okay.
Damn it. Got it.
Okay. You good?
Good picture?
Yep.
Okay. Large mouth.
Large mouth?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll find a big one over here.
Yep.
All right, folks, out here at Norris, Saturday night. And there's Papa with the first fish of the night. Got put out here on the first spot. All right, there's Papa with another good fish.
Try to get this.
Trying to get the hook out of it. Yeah.
Shoot, come here now. That's why they call them smallmouth. There went the hook.
There he is.
Right. Yeah, boy.
Good fish.
God, bum with. That fish is a dandy, ain't it?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Shoot.
Pretty fish, too.
Pretty fish. Back in.
Back here you go.
Get out of here, you sorry.
Get another one. All right, there's Papa with a decent fish.
Yep. You're kind of hard to get a bite tonight, Wes.
Yeah, it's kind of slow tonight, but we'll get there.
Yep.
There he goes, back in the water. Let's get another one.
Back in the water and get another.
All right, folks, there's Papa with a small fish.
Yep.
They count too, they gotta eat.
Yeah, that's a fact, Wes. They gotta eat.
All right, back in the water. Get another one. All right, there's Papa with another fish. He's coming after that one, wasn't he? There he is. There he is. Oh, let's get the light. There we go. All right. Not a bad fish.
No.
Back in the water. Let's get another one.
Okay. Here we go. All right, good deal. Hey, had old Bill out with me there a couple of times in the last couple of weeks, and he was supposed to went with me there. Let's see, what night was it?
Thursday night.
Thursday night, and his neighbor across the street fell off his house, and Bill was over there trying to attend to that, and I couldn't get a hold of him, so I grabbed Mikey and we went on. And Then I found out the next day, Bill called and told me what happened, and he said, son, I hate it. I said, hey, don't hate it. You done good. So everything's fine. So hopefully he'll feel like going fishing this weekend, and we'll get him hooked up and
Yes, sir. That's right.
get back out there. Now listen, I run off from home. I had these black trailers. They're like a Uncle Josh size, the number 11 size, what we call it. But they're plastic. You know, they're not the pork rind or anything like that. But I lost. There's 5 to the pack, and I had 2 packs and wound up with 3 in a pack. So I lost 7 baits.
Yeah.
Mike and Chandler's got that all over. That right there. Well, anyway, Mike, give me that. I think one of them baits up there's got that little old keeper on it. That's what I had that in my hand, laid it down, walked right off with it, and
No,
it's not on there. Well, let me tell you what to do. Get over there at Edgemore Outdoors, and they have this little old kit that it's got a little old disc that's, heck, I don't know, it's not very big. But if you put that trailer on, your jig or your spinnerbait or whatever, and then take that little old disc that comes in that kit, and it's got a metal attacher that does that, then you put that right over the hook down past the barb, and you won't lose many of these things. When you go through 2 packs of 5 in one night, you know, it's that $4 or $5 a pack trailer, but the big thing is you're missing a lot of fish.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I seen right quick. I bought that kit, heck, quite a long time ago, and I had forgot I had it, and I just, after losing about 5 or 6, 7, 8 of these things, I just turned around and stuck me one on over the end of the hook, and shucks, that was the end of it. And I said, why did I have to be such a dummy? You know, I mean, I had the thing there to stop that from happening.
Yeah.
And, you know, but yeah, I fooled around there and lost 2 packs of those things before you could spit. And I thought, what in the world? And then after I put that trailer, that cap on there, it stopped it. You know, it was just, I got a couple slung off, but it wasn't nothing like what I was facing.
I think that was a lot of the dang strikes that we got that the fish would just run down there and grab that trailer. They wouldn't take the whole bait. They just want to grab that trailer coming behind that jig there. And, you'd jerk and nothing there. And sometimes you may get a wind or 2 on one, and you didn't have it in your mouth far enough, because most of the fish we caught, they're seemed like you just barely catch them on the outer part of their lips and stuff. So it wasn't getting them down good in their mouths. And then all of a sudden it changed there last night. That fish there, they seemed like they was taking a little bit better in that moonlight.
Well, you know, I couldn't get a bite out there. I mean, I caught a few fish, one here and one there. Don't get me wrong, but heck, we pulled in on the mud island up there, and I thought, man, this right here, we're gonna kill them. Well, heck, we fished down through there. We was 50 yards above the willow trees out in the water, and we fished on past that, and then they got down there next to the buoy, and we caught a couple of 3 fish down through there, but they wasn't real good fish, you know. and that kind of thing. But I'm like you. I think the fish are moving out. As this water warms up, they'll get a little deeper.
Yeah.
But we've caught several fish in there in the last couple of weeks in 15 feet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the red and black has just been a real good color for me so far. A black skirt with a little red flake in it and a 6 or 8 strips of red underneath is all it was.
Yeah.
So, and it was paying off pretty good, Caught several fish on it there for 3 or 4 weeks, and so I don't know. You know how they are. Heck, now this weekend we go up there and it may be watermelon.
Yeah. Gary fished a lot of different colors in brush hogs and everything there, and couldn't seem to find the right color. And I throwed several different color jigs and throwed spinner baits, and just know that they hit that black spinner bait and
wouldn't touch it.
Not a touch one on the spinner bait.
Hell, I kept one laying there on the floor of the boat, but I never did tie it on, just because them fish was hitting that black jig with that little bit of red in it, and I just kept fishing.
Yeah.
And that gum got the thing hung up down there and had 3 plug knockers. Let's see, 3 plug knockers on the jig before I finally got it beat loose, and I was some good. I got it about 10 foot up off the bottom, and it's like it hung again. The line was broke.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I lost 2 plug knockers, which I had the one with the string on it, and but lost 2 of the lead jobs, and lost the jig too. And I thought, God, dogs of mine, what a mess.
Yeah.
And I hated to lose that jig. That was the whole principle of putting 3 knockers on it, trying to get it loose.
Yeah.
And then wound up getting it up about 10 feet, and it just broke loose. I don't know if it was me beating the line with a plug knocker or what, but it didn't last. So, but yeah, we're looking forward to this weekend now. I think they're predicting some rain, ain't you, Mike?
That's what it said. Yeah. 30 and 40% and stuff there on it.
Is that when? Thursday night, Friday night?
Friday night and Saturday night and Sunday there. The evenings,
Yeah.
I think Monday now, I think they showed like 80% on Monday next week. So maybe things will change. I don't know. This front never moves out of here.
Yeah, okay.
This key is programmed as a thank you. Goodbye.
Okay. All right.
Oh, you've reached the 1012 News Department.
Now, I quit fooling with the buttons. Okay. Yellow. That wasn't it. Here we go. There we go. Got her then. Hello, caller.
Hello, Steve. This is Jeff Parrott. How you guys doing tonight?
Buddy, I feel like like somebody doesn't know what they're doing. Like, we done this for over 10 years and then come in here and can't find how to turn the radio on or the phone on or nothing. I thought, man, we really got it good.
Well, I'll tell you what, it is so good to see both you and Mike on there tonight. Because over the years, Steve, I've watched you, and my brother Paul, he's watched you as well. And we really enjoy your program. You've got some good informative fishing there, smallmouth and fishing, especially on Norse, where we live at. And we really enjoyed it. It's so good to see you guys back on the air again.
Well, Jeff, we really appreciate it, man. I told everybody earlier, and you probably heard this, but we're working 6 days, 6 tens, and man, it took a lot out of me over there. And I realized back then that I, was going to have to quit the show or quit work, and couldn't do that. So had to let the show go for a little bit. And this Brad let us come back, and because right now I'm in hog heaven. Hey, we're working 4 tens, and I get to go fishing on Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night. You can't beat a deal like
You can't beat that. And you were saying Mike, he's kind of retired now, and you're getting close to it. I know the feeling. I was working 14 man watch 12, and it gave me my Thursday night and Friday night to do my fishing, just like you guys did, and I know you're going to enjoy that. Also, I just want to give a shout out to Mr. Bill Nichols, old buddy. He was looking good in it tonight. And he looked young looking in that boat. Looked like he was having a good time. And also, you had Wes out there, and Wes is growing up on us. He's growing up.
Yeah, he's double sized, man. I tell you, I have to say it. Well, now listen, if you're going to be jumping around the boat, I want to get on my seat until you get done. I don't want you throwing me overboard, but
yeah, he's done good. That's good that Wes is right there with you. Again, I enjoy all you guys, and it was also good to talk to you all that night when Paul and I were over on the PAL section of Fish Lake.
Yeah,
we ended up with 4 walleye, and they were pretty nice walleye. That night was the full moon night there, the strawberry moon, I think is what they called it, Steve, and we had a good time as well. We should have stayed in there a little bit longer, but both of us were tired. He had worked all day, and I'd mowed my field all day, so I was wore out. We kind of got out of the water about 1 o'clock. But if we'd stayed in there, we'd probably got a few more. But, again, Steve, it's so good to see you guys. You're back on the air. BDB Communications got a good program with you guys, and all your sponsors. Me and all my fishing buddies, we try to spread the love a little bit by going over and buying a few products from their sponsors, and we try to do the best we can on our end on that. I'll let you guys get back and finish up the show and take some more callers. Steve, it's a pleasure to see you guys again, and Mike as well. So you guys have a good night. And I'll let you all finish up there on that.
All right, Jeff. We appreciate you, buddy. We thank you, and for all the kind words you mentioned there, and we really appreciate you and your brother. And hey, we'll just get us hooked up while we got an opportunity here.
Sounds good, Steve. You all have a good night, and we'll keep listening in, and we'll check you guys out every last Tuesday in each month. That sounds like a good schedule. Have a good evening, and keep up the good work, Steve.
Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate it, man.
Good night.
Good night, buddy. All right. Back on the air, Mike. I appreciate Jeff and his brother, buddy. They're good people. He always tells me, if you have any boat trouble or anything, you call me. I'll be right there in just a few minutes. I said, all right. I appreciate that, and I just hope we don't have any boat trouble. So everything's lovely.
Okay.
Do we have any more film, Chandler? Pretty much all of it? Okay. I knew we had some, but hey, it's all good. It's all good. That'll give Mike something he can do here Thursday night and try to get us some more film. What do you think about that?
Yeah. As I was telling you earlier, Ryan Roberts, his boy was wanted to go fishing on his birthday, and he wanted to go to Chickamauga.
Mm-hmm.
And Brian grew up around Billy Joe Wheat, and he called Billy Joe up and talked to him and asked him about coming down and fishing with him one day for that boy's birthday, and he said, yeah, come on down, we'll go. And sent me a picture, at least he said he did, and I told him to send you one, send one over here at the station, but we ain't got the picture, but I'm gonna try my best to get it. But that boy, they hadn't been out there but just a little while till he caught one over 10 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, I think he said just a little while later, he caught one over 7 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't really get into any details and tell me where they was at and what they was catching them on, but that boy was tickled plumb to death to catch 2 big fish like that down there.
I'm sure he was. And there's some big fish in Chickamauga. There's no doubt about it. They've been, the Florida strain. I guess you should say it's been a success with the Florida strain of bass, and there's they got the state record out of there, so on and so forth. But there's a lot of 5, 6, 7 pounders caught down there.
Yeah, and I'll tell you something else I found out. One of them, Jeff was telling me the other day that he seen that they wasn't going to allow no locking through at these bass tournaments and stuff. That they're going to use the locks as least as possible. Kind of invasive species moving up the river.
No kidding.
Yeah, I think they're worried about that snakehead thing there more than anything. Running in them locks and stuff,
Yeah, well, I hadn't heard anything about that, but that doesn't matter. It makes a lot of sense. You take the lock there at Chickamauga and them fish come up on the dam down there, they're just, instead of 1,000, they might be 10,000.
Yeah.
Well, when they open the gates, they come in.
Yeah.
And they ride up, they open the gates and let them out.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
I'd heard that they'd talked about it on the radio there, that they'd put up some kind of dang sound things that where you go into the locks there, that kind of drives them back.
Okay.
Snakehead, that was
well, I'm glad.
TWRA guy talking about it.
Well, that'll make me happy if they'll just keep them, come up with something electronically that will definitely keep them from going into the locks.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. If they got these the snakeheads, and then they got this other thing that's just all over the place. What are we calling those? Shucks, I went brain dead. People going out and shooting them with bows and arrows and out of the boat and
that carp.
Yeah, the Asian carp.
Yeah, the Asian carp. Yeah, flying carps they call them.
Flying carps they call them. Yeah. Shoot far. Those things, they're definitely dangerous, without a doubt. So anything to keep these things from being what we don't want is I'm all for it.
I don't know what they've done, but evidently they found some kind of cure for those zebra mussels.
I agree.
We're not showing up at all anymore.
No.
And something else I found out the other night is that grass out there in North Spotted Tooth starting to get a few sprigs of it coming back.
Mm-hmm.
So that'd be a good thing.
Right. Well, years ago, I'm going to make this story short, but because we don't have a whole lot of time, but years ago, 7:54, so we got 6 minutes. Norris Lake, they would start dropping that thing just right after the 4th of July.
Oh, yeah.
And because they were taking it like 20 feet below what we've seen right now is the low point,
Yeah.
and probably deeper than that.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of those mud places was, by the time fall and cold weather hit, heck, they was grass out there and
Huckleberry.
huckleberries
Yeah.
and that blame
Yeah.
shucks, blackberry bushes and everything in the
Oh,
world
yeah, yeah,
on top of those, on top of that red dirt.
yeah.
And so then when they quit, and it went on for years doing that same thing, we'd go up there in the spring and heck,
Your willow trees and buck bushes.
yeah, the blackberry bushes and the buck bushes and everything was just, I mean, you know, it was everywhere.
Yeah.
And so, but that's what happened. They lower the lake away past towards that where it gets to be now, what they call low pond on it. Is 20 feet still higher than what we used to see it.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, but during that late fall, heck, you had, like I said, they'd start in July, sucking her down. And time September rolled around, you had all that hot sunshine and everything. Well, heck, the bottom of the lake just grew up.
Yeah, yeah.
And so, and then they'd start back, you know, in the fall or late fall and winter, they'd start raising as the rains came, they'd start filling her back up. Mm-hmm. So, Mike and I have been real fortunate about seeing that kind of stuff happen because now it doesn't get down there.
No,
get
no,
that
they try to keep it up all summer
Try
long.
to keep it up, and it doesn't get that low. So, but we've seen a whole lot of stuff out here and under the water that a lot of people hasn't seen.
Yeah.
So we've been pretty fortunate. So on that end of it, you know, heck, you go, shucks, I'll never forget it. There Mike was at Andersonville Boat Dock. I mean, he was way out there, stuck. So we went and got the old man out of the fishing, out of the boat dock, and told him, I said, "Bud, you know, is there any way you can help pull us out?" And he said, "If that old tractor will start, I'll get you out."
Yeah.
Sure enough, he went up to the tractor and it fired right up. And he drove her down there and we tied a chain to it, pulled Mike out, and you got stuck on the going in, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Putting
Yeah.
the boat in,
Tried
he got
to
stuck.
turn off the side of that road there, that road bed that run out through there, and we was
Yeah.
going off the side of it to try to get in the bank off the side where it got deeper water, you know,
Yeah.
enough to launch the boat. And old two-wheel drive truck,
Truck,
you know,
yeah.
backed off in there, and
Right.
street tires on it and everything. And
Okay.
yeah, we stuck. So it was.
Okay. So anyway, that was the kind of stuff that we dealt with as we were growing up, you know, with the everything, you know, just different.
Yeah.
And now the lake stays up even when it's down, it's up.
Yeah. Yeah, the ramp, the lake had went down so far that the water was off the concrete ramp up there.
Mm-hmm.
And the boat dock was way out there on the end of that point. And,
Yeah.
that's
Well,
where
we got
went that
2
gravel
minutes.
road.
Yeah, and there, listen, there's a winter ramp at Point 19, or we call it Point 19, Lewiston Sea.
Yeah.
There's a winter ramp up there that we hadn't seen in 20 years.
Oh, yeah. Yes,
Huh?
sir. Yes, sir.
And I mean a dandy.
Yeah.
And once the water, you know, the water goes off of it, hey, it's good. All right, listen, we've enjoyed it. We hope to see you all next month. It's the last Saturday of the month. We'll be back on a Tuesday.
That's Tuesday.
Okay? God bless y'all. Have a safe weekend. We'll see you next time.
Let's go fishing. You know it's really great. Let's go fishing. in the rivers and on the lakes. Let's go fishing. It's easy when you try, floating on the water with good old Steve and Mike. Floating on the water with good old Steve and Mike.